Okay, cool. This it is not capturing the background music. Now it should, and over here as well. Right, cool. Hello guys, welcome back. So I've been away from the live stream for quite a while. Let me edit the streaming as well. Building open source project. Building open source. So I'll be working on the LogChimp project because I have a new setup for my stream. So the machine should be very powerful to handle multitasking at scale. So let's say building LogChimp project. All right. How can I make this catchy? All right. Okay, TypeScript. This should be good. All right. Building LogChimp open source. I'm still using the macOS keyboard, so I'm just getting used to the keyboard layout for the Windows. As you can already see, I'm using Windows 11 because I have gotten this new PC build. Okay, building LogChimp open source project. All right, now let's add LogChimp commands like this. Okay, looks good. Cool. Bitrate is good. Viewers, it's fine. I can just hide it. Okay. So today I'll be working on the LogChimp project. I have been inactive on this project for quite a long time, as you can see with the number of views with the last commit was last year in December 2022, which is not good. So today, like there are also a lot of pending PRs. Few of them are like security fixes, and few of them are like really just few generic ones. So first of all, I'll be setting up the local development environment because this is a new machine and I have not set up Node.js locally, because on macOS it's really easy, just brew install. Or I also even came just for a side note, I even came across this new package manager called T. It looks great. It kind of feels like Docker, but not exactly as Docker. For instance, like I think they use blockchain to host all the packages, and you can just so it's just like brew, but it's across platforms. Because in Docker, like you can deploy a container really quick and just destroy it immediately. So I think it feels similar to that, this TCLI, but like I think we can't use it on Windows, or maybe I was not able to use it. I think it needs WSL, which I don't know like what WSL is. Okay, let me pull out this chat out. How can I pull this window pop-up chat? Okay, cool. I can close this maybe. Where it is. Yoink. Come on. No. How can I'm still new to Windows 11, so I'm just trying to understand all the layouts it has to offer, all the features, because the last Windows I have used was 10, I think. Oh, there you go. I need this layout and this. Awesome. I think it's still quite big. Let me shrink it like this. Okay, nice. Let me change the music. I think Chillhops is really good at the like lo-fi background music, but I don't like this one. Let me switch. Okay. So I will start with setting up the local development environment, and let me start Docker as well. I will not install the Node.js on the machine itself, but instead I will use Docker. I will create a development environment in which we will use that Docker container to run to do all the coding. I think that's much better to do that way. Like you can just tear down the container at any point of time. Let me just double check the stream is running good. One thing I'm unsure is that if you can see the CPU is at still 0%, which is insane. Like obviously, like I have gotten this custom PC. It's quite powerful. Oh my god, dang! See those numbers. The hardware is rarely being used. The CPU is at only 3%. The memory is at 23%. Oh my god, this is awesome. All right. Okay, so another thing is that previously, I still have my MacBook Pro, Mac OS, but I have been quite used to that shortcuts. So I have to customize those shortcut keys as well, or key bindings to be more specific, for the WebStorm. I know like they have option to synchronize those, but like the key bindings which I have customized for Mac OS, so I need to customize those for Windows as well. I think this was the name which I used because the first text editor I used was Atom, so I was really used to the other key bindings of Atom, and then I switched over to VS Code. Then I started using the Atom key bindings in VS Code, and then from VS Code to JetBrains. So my key bindings are still kind of based on Atom, but obviously adding the sugar of WebStorm key bindings, all that stuff. So I might be a bit slower in coding on this machine because of all those key bindings. So yeah, all right. First of all, I will open terminal. I'll just double check if the Docker is running. Okay, the Docker is running. And what else? Why there? Okay, it's a group. Okay. No, I think that's a feature of Windows 11. So I'll try my best to go through a few of those PRs today, and like security patch those and make a new release. If we got the time to do that in the stream. First of all, setting up. First of all, I will set up the Docker file and the Docker Compose itself. Because it was a long time since Control T is used as a Vim command. Okay, can I use option? No, I don't know like what is the I think I should really get a Windows keyboard. This is not really helping. Alright, no worries, so I'll just use git update. Okay, to use Control T. Okay, you know what, let me disable Vim. That'll be much more easier for now, because of the like this. Nope. How can I open the settings? Like this. Okay, go to plugins, Vim, disable, apply. I think I have to reload I have to reload. Okay, there you go. So I think this Windows layout system is quite nice. You can structure the I don't like the terminology they use in the Microsoft. I think it's called pane or panel. So I think it's that's what they call it. Anyway, so I'll create a new file, and this will be a Docker file. I will be also using Docker Compose. So very quickly, I'll be using from node. I think we are using node 16. I think we are using node 12. I am not sure. I think I have upgraded it. Let me double check. Okay, we are using 16. It's fine. And I will use Alpine. Alpine. Also, I'm not sure how to mount the, because generally what happens, so this Docker container we are using is for only development environment, not for production. So basically we are just mounting the local directory, which is LogChimp, to a Docker container. And obviously since we mount a directory or a folder, it's synchronized two-way. So whatever we type on the native operating system in the file system over here, it will be synchronized to the Docker container file system, and that way we can continue with the flow of development. So I'm not exactly sure like how that will work, but I'll just give it a try. Next we need to install so we are using pnpm CLI or pnpm package manager, which is quite fast and awesome. So I will install that over here, pnpm latest. And then so over here I'm not sure, like I was talking about mounting the directory. So maybe for now I will just copy the package JSON and pnpm maybe workspace. Let me try like this, and pnpm workspace, pnpm log file. Okay, and then obviously just adding a dot over here to paste in the container. And what was called working dir app? I think I'm not sure like if it's called working dir. I have to double check. Just give me a second. Okay, I will just copy paste this because this was one of the another projects where I was, oops, okay, I have disabled the Vim, so the Vim key bindings are no longer working. The Vim is great, like I can't use Vim in the terminal. For instance, let me show you real quick. If I cd into the one of the directories, LogChimp. Okay, so if I just Vim over here, maybe okay, let me open Docker file itself. So you can see like this is Vim, and because barebone Vim is not that flexible in terms of working on a full-fledged project, but you can still navigate like this, or if you want to make any changes, it's great. But like raw Vim is not really helpful. Maybe you can use Neo Vim, I think it's called, which can extend the functionality of Vim, and it's also, I think it's faster as they claim. Okay, let me just double check the stream, how it's going. Okay, looks good to me. Let me go to home, stream manager, where I can watch my own stream. Like this. Oops, okay, my bad. This should be like this. Why it is video quality at 810p? That is weird. Yeah, I will look into it later. because on this new machine I really need to do a lot of work on setting up this live stream properly. All right, no worries. Okay, where is okay? So we have to copy the package JSON PNPM workspace. I'm not sure why this is throwing an error. Destination must be a directory and end with no, it doesn't have to like this. I think they might have changed the syntax, because over here this is working perfectly fine. I'm not sure why this is happening. Anyway, so first of all we will create a app directory. And then we will install the packages. First of all, creating an app directory, and then installing the pnpm CLI, then installing the packages using pnpm, then copy. Wait. Okay, I will move this over here. Copying the files, installing the pnpm, then installing the packages via pnpm, and then exposing the. Okay, so here's another issue. Because we are running three things, yeah, I think that'll be a tricky part. Because earlier, so what is happening over here is we have basically three components. I think for now I will just call it components. So first of all, it's the node server for running all the APIs. Second is the PostgreSQL, the database, which contains all the data. And then thirdly is the static site, this theme. So I mean, running the basically this Docker file, yeah, I have to think about it. Basically I have to split the Docker file for the, because I have to use maybe Nginx, or I think there was another one called I forgot the name. Yeah, it was written in Golang. Anyway, so yeah, I will be using maybe Nginx to, because this is just a static. But I think I don't need that since we are in the development environment. Yeah. All right. No worries. So I'll just give it a spin. If let's see what happens. But I have to just tweak the entry point over here because there is no dev script in the package JSON over here, because we are using kind of a mono repo structure. And obviously it's throwing all these error because there are no packages installed. And one thing more, I will also create a new file for the Docker ignore, and it will ignore the node modules directory. I can even ignore git pod, like all those. I think this should work because we don't need those for the Docker. Yep, I think so. That should be all. I don't need okay, for now let's just keep it to node modules, because since this is a dev environment, we might need all other files. And as for the script, I will do, so for now I will just try to run the server for the APIs. So in the root package.json we have the script called server dev, which will run the APIs. And let me just double check the port at it. The port is 3000. Okay, that's fine. What else? I think that should be all. Okay, one more thing. I haven't copied the. Okay, cool. Now it should work. let me okay, let me start the build process for this image. So the since I already have the Docker image for the Node 16 Alpine, it will skip that process and just start building the Docker image for this. And we can see the logs over here. And one thing more, since I am using Windows 11 again after a long period of time, one thing I've noticed is that the font rendering system of Windows is still quite bad as compared to like Windows XP, Windows 7, Vista, or maybe 10. Like, it's still really bad. I think even in the Linux it's quite okay. Like, I haven't used Linux as an native OS. I have used in a VM or just on a on a metal server. And by the way, we have this a Discord server for the LogChimp. You are most welcome to join. And we have a command for LogChimp as well. Alright, I think it threw an error. It says LogChimp API is not in the PNPM registry, or you have no permissions for to fetch it. Okay. Okay, I kind of saw that coming, but it should resolve it properly, because in the PNPM workspace I am defining maybe, is there a typo somewhere? So it's throwing an error for this one only. Kind of weird. There is one more way I can work on this project using this option. That also is not a bad idea, I think. Okay, you know what, let me just try it over here. That'll be a good option. So let's see why it's not running. Well, I mean, the error is quite obvious. Failed to deploy Docker file, LogChimp. Should I set the no? One thing is that I'm not sure like what is the. It should be the dev environment itself, but I will explicitly define it over here. Environment node env. I think this is how you define it, if I'm not wrong. Let me just double check. Docker file env. There you go. Okay, yeah, it's correct. Yeah. Let me just define it at the top, and let me comment this out, move it over here. Okay, now let me try again. I will delete this. Okay, a few of the steps has already been cached. As you can see over here, it's saying using cache, which is kind of a nice feature of Docker, that it can speed up the process, but it is still throwing that error, can't retrieve image ID. This error happened when installing a direct dependency of packages theme. Oh, it doesn't have Git. That's weird. It must be because of the Alpine, because the Alpine Docker image is very small and it doesn't have all the. Mm, yeah, let me check the other images. So we have 16. uh, so which one should I use? Bullseye. Nope. Okay, I think I can just use 16. This image might be quite bigger. Mm, let me pull the Docker image. Docker. Come on. Docker pull node 16 like this. If I'm not wrong. Okay, it is pulling the Docker image. In the meantime, I can update the over here. Let me also. I need to remove the any pending. Okay, so we just try to build this. So while we were building the Docker container, it tries to. It has this kind of a, what do you call that? Legacy? No, stale or orphan container. So we can remove this and this as well. Mm, it is being used. That's weird. Let me just double check. Oh, okay. So I can just force remove it. It should be fine. And I can also remove the Docker container as well. Okay, it looks good to me now. Because okay, so over here you can see. Let me increase the font if I can. Oops. Wait, what? Oh, this magnifier. That's nice. How can I? Okay, so you can. This is a kind of a cool feature. So you can see over here. This has Node 16, and the size is really huge. It's almost close to 1 gig. Whereas if you try to use the Alpine, it's really small. It's just like 120 megabytes. So I think this is really cool. And okay, so let me try to build the image again. Let me use the CLI. That'll be much better. Clear ls. Okay, so I'll use Docker build. Okay. What just happened? So it needs a tag. So I can give LogChimp dev like this. Okay, I think it worked now. Let me try. There you go. Now it worked. I think it was because of the. It was trying to install. It was trying to clone a repository using Git while installing the packages itself. Something like that. So I think that worked. If I go to images over here, we should have this, and now I can run the container. Let me name it to LogChimp dev or LogChimp API dev. and name the container as well. And I also need to expose the port as well. So it should be at port 3000. Okay. Apply. Run. Okay. I mean, yep, that's fine. That is kind of an expected error. So if I show it over here, so you can see it says LogChimp configuration missing. So that is kind of an expected error. It is perfectly fine. This means that the APIs are running. So we just need to what do you call it? A PostgreSQL database and a LogChimp config. So yep, great. Let me minimize this. What is this? So now I will create a new file for the Docker Compose. And we'll start with the services. And for the services, we need the API, which will have the image. I think it's called Docker. No, context maybe. I think I've just copied from another one. Give me a second. Okay, it's called build. And Docker file should be Docker file. And ports can be 3000 by 3000. And for the database, I'll just copy paste the configuration. This will be LogChimp. Okay, LogChimp. The database looks fine. Am I missing anything? Depends on. Okay, I need the volume. All right, looks good. I think I need one more because this is the Postgres database. We got the APIs. We don't have the theme running or the app. I think just the theme itself. So that's not. We can just do that later. All right, let's try now again. I can stop the container and start it from the Docker Compose. One thing I will do is I will rename this file to Docker Compose.dev just to be more explicit. Okay, I will just use the CLI again. It will be Docker Compose dev YAML up t. I think that should do the work. All right. Service if it depends upon an undefined. Okay. This should be Postgres. Let's try again. Clear. All right. Now it is working. It is weird that okay, I think it's fine because it will rebuild the Docker image again. And this time it shouldn't take much time, hopefully, and we will get the app and the database running. And you can see over here it has created a network which share the resources of the API and the PostgreSQL database, and it has created a container for the Postgres database itself and the APIs. Okay, so if I go to Docker PS, we will see the database is running, and we can even access it locally from this Windows machine. But the strange part is that the APIs are not running, which is kind of expected. I can just check it by doing docker logs this. Okay, it says node Yep. Okay. The packages are missing. And the node. Yeah, that is weird. Docker file. Okay, so this is a different error of what we got from here. I can tear down this container. Lock, LogChimp. Okay, so for some reason it was not able to install the node born not found. Okay, so what I will do, I will SSH, but no, I can't do that because the container is not running. Can I start the container again? If I do LogChimp API 1, no, it will. Okay, the container will crash again and it will stop. So I have to think of another way. API build context Docker file. Maybe it is not able to get the Docker file, but that also doesn't make sense because otherwise it wouldn't know which script to run over here. So this property is correct. Volumes. Depends upon PostgreSQL. Let me check if I have created any Docker. Dockerize. Yeah, I did try to do it earlier, but at that time the structure of the code base was bit messed up, so that time it was not a good idea to do it. Okay, Docker container name. Let me do that. Okay, container. Okay, container name LogChimp API. Yeah, it wouldn't hurt to just keep the naming consistent. Do we have the oops, no, wait, can I push it over here and then this like this, shrink this, hide this. Okay, cool. So we got that running. So one thing to note is that this the PR over here, the Dockerize PR, this logic was meant for the production, so that's why it is using variables and all that stuff. But the Docker Composer which I'm using is for local development, so that's one thing to note. Let me copy paste this as well. Oops. Oh wait, that was nice. I think what this is one of the features maybe. Anyway, so this will depend upon the API and so if I don't define the Docker file and do entry point over here, no, maybe I also need to define a script or something, otherwise it will not, come on, it will not work otherwise. Script, no, what's called, maybe just the entry point. So it will be pnpm install pnpm server dev. Let me just update few of the key bindings along the way. And it was for file, maybe. Maybe explorer, nope, file opener. What is this called? This one. File navigation, maybe. Navigate in file. Let me just search it. Okay, find action. It's called Control T. Okay, that is fine. Search everywhere. Oh man. Okay, let me try to run this again. This time I also have the front end. I'm not sure if this will work, but let's try. How can I open the services? Okay, it's called Alt 8. So we have the Postgres, the APIs are not running. Let me shut it down and then start again. So this time now it is building the, wait, hold on, damn it. Let me update this as well. I will just use pnpm over here as well. Pnpm run front end, we don't need this. Okay, let me double check the package JSON file. We don't have a script for that in the root package JSON. So what I will do, I will copy this and to pnpm filter this, and it's called dev because we are using it for development environment for now. this will be development, view app. So I think this will be Vite now, because we are using Vite. I'm not sure. I will just keep it as it is for now. Okay, let me open the service. What is this happening? What is this? The APIs are running now. No, it's just installing the packages. How can I tear down the down? Okay, let me try again now. Let just one more check. Container front end. So this will be LogChimp theme. Entry point ports. We don't need this. Depends on API environment node. Let me copy this. And paste it over here as well. Okay, volume. I'm not sure about this. Like, is it similar to mounting the volume? Let me check if there's a property called mount. No, there is not. There is only volume or volume driver. Okay, let's see. If I go to here, PS, the theme is running 14 seconds ago. The database is running, but why the APIs are not let me check the logs for the. So if I try to access the theme in the browser at port 8080, maybe was it 8080 or 8000? It's 8080. Yeah, that is not working. Let me check the logs. Yeah, it is running at port 8080 and it is also exposing, but the connection is not working. So what I will do is I will SSH into the container first of all. I will test out the theme and terminal. I will use the curl command over here and make a HTTP request to localhost 8080. Okay, it is working over here inside the container, but outside the container it is not working. Yeah, it's not working. Maybe if I do 8000. Yep, that is also not working. If I try to make the HTTP request using curl from outside of the container, empty reply from server. So I think the server is running, but okay. Anyway, I will check on this later. Now let me check the logs for the API, which is the main part as well. It just installed the packages and then it says completed. Kind of weird. Oh, it's only say pm install. Oh, dang. No, but why? Do I need to do it like this? I think I have to recreate the container itself. Otherwise this will not work. So I think there was a command in the Docker Compose itself that will rebuild the containers. Maybe in the up over here. Yeah, build image. Okay, this is the one. So I will do file Docker Compose YAML up build and deattach. I think that should be correct. Something went wrong. Docker sequence. The system cannot find the file specified. Why? It should be. Okay, it's my bad. Okay, now it should work. Load build context. There's an error in the API Docker file. But why? Let's wait for it to get completed. The process is still stuck in the Docker Compose, which is weird. Let's see why it is happening. Docker ps. So there is an error with the context or something, which is kind of weird, because last time it worked perfectly fine. Maybe it's because of this entry point, because we're also defining a Docker file and the entry point as well. So it should be one of either, maybe a Docker file or the entry point over here. Even if we define a Docker file, let me rename this to API. And copy theme. Maybe for theme we can skip it. But I'm wondering why it didn't install the packages for the front end. Ports 8080, this is correct. Let me try to split it in the first place. Okay, theme. This should be node 16. Okay, yeah, this is all correct. Over here it should be filter, LogChimp, theme, dev, and obviously it will expose port 8080. And I can define a Docker file over here. It should be this and this over here. Okay, let's try now. Nope, still getting the same error. Load context build or whatever if the error is. If I disable this part, container name, build, context, Docker file, this is the Docker file, API, let's try these two. Okay, now it is working. I want to check one thing now. It is weird, when I was trying to build the Docker image in the CLI, it was throwing this error, but now it's working anyway. So now I want to check if the file system are synced or not, because in the Docker file we are just copying the file or the files, and so I'll try to edit a file over here. It says .env, or LogChimp uh, config.json, which is one of the files which contains the configuration for the LogChimp itself, so it should not be shared publicly. And now if I open the terminal or SSH into the LogChimp API Docker container, and let's see, I can just print the Docker ignore file, and yeah, the files are synced, which is great, and this means it's running. Now I just need to create the create a LogChimp config file, and for that we have the docs ready over here already. Oh, look at the scenery, it looks beautiful. Okay, I will go to LogChimp website from where we can see how to create the LogChimp config itself. Configuration. So we have already created the file. There are two ways to create a config, two way to configure your LogChimp site. Okay. Okay. So I can just copy paste this and then I can paste it. I also need to create a new file for the LogChimp config. New file, it should be JSON. LogChimp config JSON. Paste it over here. And we got the secret key, stuff like that. Host. So since we are connecting using the Docker Compose, we need to use host as Postgres. Username can be this, password can be this, and the name. That's a good question. I don't know what the name will be. Let me check the. Otherwise, I have to recreate a new database. I just need to check the variables. It's called Postgres. We have password, we have user. It's a database name, right? Yep. Okay, that's the one. No, it is user this, password this, host this. So it should be DB. I mean, kind of weird, but it should do the work. And port should be 5432. SSL false because it's a local. Yep, it should be. Now you can restart and check the logs. And it should work now. Yep, I think it is working. If we don't see any errors. Now if I go to localhost 3000, this is weird. If I go to API, maybe. Nope, not working. So what exactly is wrong now? Email adapter missing, that is fine. Okay, it must be running. Okay, now it started. Database migration failed. Why the migration got failed? I think it. I have to check the logs. Yeah, that's a problem. So If it's not a two-way sync, I have to go to the in the content, go to logs, then go to LogChimp. I have changed the so volume is correct. Yep. And let me just double check it again. If I go to root directory and see the LogChimp config file, Postgres user LogChimp password, database is db. What does the doc says? This optional environment variable can be used to define a different name for a default database that is created when the image is first started. If it is not specified, then the value of Postgres user will be used. Postgres db. Okay. Oh, it does have the share option over here, which is nice. Cool. So since it supports, okay, nice. Yeah, that's nice. All right. So I need to check why it is not. I can try to restart the container itself. Okay, let's see if it works now. This is the same error I was getting earlier. Okay, perfect. Now it's working. Cool. So it ran all the migrations. The database migration completed. Perfect. Our database is working perfectly fine. Our APIs are working. And now if I go back to APIs again, okay, this is also working. So only the last part is left is the front end, which shouldn't be much difficult. Fingers crossed. So you can see like this is working. If I go to API route again. Oh, hold on. Come on, API, and it's working. I get the thumbs up. And now if I try to set up the theme, okay, let's try. The file cannot accessed by the system. Leave empty to run all services. Okay. Now let me tear it down and start again from scratch. This is kind of weird, like why it is not supporting in the theme. I'm getting an error in the theme now. Do I need the volume property over here? Okay, fine. Alright, let me try again. Strange. We have Docker file. Ports, volume depends upon environment. Hello, welcome back, welcome back. So what did I miss? Okay, so we were trying to I also need to fix this one. The dates are kind of messed up. Anyway, where were we? The web storm. So this time I'm getting the error in the theme Docker file. So I think it is not able to install the package. Fail to resolve error from sender. Why it is trying to resolve the faker? I don't get it. Can I share a live stream notification over here? Let me try. Okay, let me share it over here as well. We got some audience, so why not use it? Okay, if we get some viewers, some more viewers, not a bad idea. Where is the chat? Okay, this mouse is okay, let me use this chat over here. Okay, so now there is an error. And So if the environment is accessible over there, we don't need it, I think, over here. Same goes for here. Let me do one more thing. So in the LogChimp, in the Docker file for theme, we are doing a filter to, oh my, damn it. So we are doing a filter over here to execute the dev script in the themes package. So we will do something similar in the API Docker file as well. I will just swap this out to this, and this should work most probably. I will double check. And this will be package JSON for the server. And the script is dev. Okay, and I can remove this. Okay, now let me try again. It's still throwing an error for the faker. Packages server faker.js faker. I remember, updating this package, but why it is throwing an error for this? The file cannot be accessed by the system. No, why does it need to access the file? It just needs to copy it. Isn't that right? Okay. Major change, pnpm no package manifest, no package isn't found in. Okay. Why it is throwing this error? Can I split this into 2 steps, maybe, just to debug? Entry point is correct, which should use pnpm filter, then LogChimp theme, depends on, let me disable this again. So it is I'm getting the same error for the I'm not sure like what is exactly happening. So okay, let me ignore the, where is Docker ignore? So I have already ignored the node modules. It should basically ignore all of the node modules directory, but I will explicitly define as well. For instance, packages, then server, node modules, and same goes for the theme. And let me delete all the existing Docker images for the LogChimp. We don't have any active container running. I will just double check with the CLI. Okay, let's try again. Okay, it is working and the container has been created, and it should run the migrations for the database. I'm still waiting. Okay, the migration has been completed, which is great. Now I will tear down this, even this, and enable. Oops. There is this issue with the mouse. Is there any way to connect a trackpad? Let me check. Connect Apple trackpad with two windows. Like this is the major problem, that it doesn't work with Windows. It takes a little confusion to get a trackpad working, but there's a way. Maybe if I just connect it directly with the wire, then it might work. Okay, now it has also started building the Docker LogChimp theme as well, which is over here. Now the only issue is left, that it doesn't run it, or it is not able to expose the ports. Yeah, this is a major issue. Why it is not working? Is there an issue with the Docker itself? Or maybe I need to define the expose. No, I have written expose over here. Basically it should work. Docker expose ports are not accessible on Windows. Docker desktop for Windows cannot access services on exposed ports. This is currently a known issue on Windows. It's not possible to access a container endpoint from its own host. Limitation of Windows containers for localhost and published ports. You can get the IP address access. You can get the container IP address by using the Docker inspect with some format options and the ID or the name of the container. For example, above, the command would look like this using the name we gave to the container web server instead of the container ID. Docker run p host port container port image run p image. Let me see if there is any settings I need to do. Using Windows 10 WSL to enable it's under resources. You can configure limits on the memory swap and allocate it to WSL to in config. You are using the WSL backend, so the resource limited are managed by the Windows. No, but it still doesn't work. Should I tear down the... I mean, it wouldn't make any sense in the first place. Docker system is ready to accept connections. Okay, this is a database. So earlier when I was trying to run the container individually, I think because on this tab over here, it was working. It is working now. Why this is not working? If I do site, let me check the API endpoint, that does it really fetch any data. So it should be in the middle. No, controllers, no, routes. Where is site? Settings, row, index. Where is site? Votes, users, settings, site settings. I think it's this one, settings. V1 settings site. Okay, so the APIs are running. As you can see, we are getting the data we need. Now the problem is the front end. Let me try with this as well. Nope, it doesn't work. So let me tear down the theme service is using a custom container named LogChimp theme. Docker requires each container to have a unique name. Remove the custom name. Oh. No, it's still not running. But why is that? If I do a curl command directly inside the container, it works. It's work, right? Yeah, it is working. But it doesn't work outside of the TCP. Okay, environment variables. All right, maybe I can try node 18, but that will not work, I think, because of the packages. We are using node 16, so that might not work. Let me tear it down. LogChimp, delete this as well. Okay. I could have kept the LogChimp API Docker image because there were no modifications in that, and the APIs are also running. I can delete this. Okay. Now can I try? Okay, great. Now it's working. Maybe it was because of the host. It is still taking its sweet time. Okay, one thing I just noticed is that waiting for localhost. Okay, it is okay. Okay, it is connecting to that, but okay, something went wrong. Yeah, makes sense. Now the only problem is this one. I can directly use this. Let me try to do a global search. It's not showing anything. Where is the vit config? Okay, it says app server. What was the I can still use this PR. It's quite good in few ways. Let me check that PR. This one, I think there were some issues with the environment variable, if I remember correctly. Vit app, yeah. Let me check the docs directly. Environment variables can be obtained from the process.env as usual. Note that vit does not load .env files by default, as the files to load can only be determined after evaluating the vit config. For example, the root and env dir options affect the loading behavior. However, you can use the exposed load env helper to load the specific file. Oh. See the third param to load all enable. Okay, so I need that prefix called vit. Yeah, and maybe I can directly pass for now. Okay, let me try like this for now. App server URL. Let me check one more thing. So it was trying to make a HTTP request to the API route. But we get an server error. Is there any way to check the logs? Okay. It is doing localhost and means if I do directly like this, I'm not sure if this will work. And over here. Can I do console log? Okay, let's try. I hope I don't have to tear down the database again. No, the database, not the database. Let me delete this one and start this one. Okay, perfect. It says undefined. I didn't expect that. Let's try this way. Now I can see all the, okay, it says vit app server URL. I'm not sure if that will work. I can try it. I mean, if it works, that's great. It is reloading. Identifying your project's root folder to open source files in. Don't show the. I don't need that. It's still throwing that error. It should be vit. Is there a typo? SE. SERVER. Oh man, there was a freaking typo. Okay, now I can reload. Let's see. Nope, it's still not working. It says, can I define like this or like this? It just, if that works, that is great. Because I haven't tried this option over here where we use the Docker compose context for the host. I haven't tried this to define with the port. uh, let's see if it works. uh, it's still pending. I don't think it got succeed. Did it got succeed? Come on. I don't see any errors in the console or in the terminal. Connection to local is okay. An operational socket lacked sufficient buffer space queue. Okay. So what error are we getting in the? It took 12 seconds. Damn. So I think the development environment did work, but uh, I'm not sure like what is exactly happening. The latency or it's performing really slow over here, as you can see. Oh, the mic was muted for so long, damn it. Can I test the APIs over here? Body JSON. Oh, this is not supported, damn it. Let me copy this. Do I need to reload? Nope. Okay. Cancel. Import. Login. There should be post, send, user not found. So if I try to hit this API now, this is strange. Why this is not working? It says error because the database is connected. Otherwise, this wouldn't have worked in the first place. Maybe I need to set up the account. It is not even showing the option that like the owner is set up or not. That's another issue. How can I duplicate it? Is there an option to duplicate up? I have to see it for myself. Nope, there is. I don't see any option to duplicate. Okay, there you go. Now over here I can paste, undo, paste. It returns empty because there are wait, what? Why setup is empty? This should not return empty. Where are the freaking APIs? Auth set. Okay, it's in the auth. Auth setup. Okay. Id size setup, so it should be get request, and that is empty for some reason. And now I'm getting the same error for only one use of each socket address is normally permitted. Does it have something to do with the Docker? I have a feeling of that. Or I can use Gitpod, for the development. That can be easier as well. But still I have to try, like, why this is not working. Connecting to localhost 8080. Let me check what the docs has to say. Proxy. String shorthand, and then it will redirect to that. Change origin, true. Rewrite. Fallback. Proxy will be an instance of HTTP proxy. Let me try this. And reload the server. So it should be packages, theme, this is weird that it is not able to get the it is not able to hit the API. This is working fine, but not this. Yeah, I'm still getting the same error, 403. So So I think the issue is in this only. At what port it is accessing? It is this. So if I try something else, let's see if this works. Yeah, it's not working now. I'm getting a connection error. So this is correct, but actually I don't want to install the node locally because Windows has this really nasty problem of okay, if this doesn't work, like we tried really close, we are really close in terms of setting up, like it's now I'm getting okay, well that makes sense, but let me try Gitpod. I think that's the last option I have left. I don't have a workspace. That's weird. Projects. Okay, here you go. Let me double check the settings, notifications. Auto start option, forget any saved auto start option for I want to use WebStorm. It is still in beta. Oh my god. Git providers. Okay. I might need to update the SSH key. Okay, looks good to me. Let me start a new workspace. You have reached the usage limit of your billing. Uh, no, wait, hold on. I was on the open source plan. Uh, is it this one? Yep, there you go. You know, if they have if they have said that you can only add project or repository from the respective, that'll be really nasty. Can I remove this? Go to Yeshumithal project, add new project. LogChimp. Wait, what? I didn't select anything. Hold on. New workspace. All right. Let's see what does it has to offer now. Well, we already spent quite a bit of time on setting up the dev environment, and it was to no avail at the end because of that. I think it was because of the Docker itself. I'm not exactly sure. I'm just guessing. Again, you know, like Windows has a bunch of issues. I don't know like why I have spent so much money on the Windows Pro. I can shut this down now. What else? I can close the Docker. I have already there you go, with the click of a button, you know. I could have done the same for the, hold on, I am on the open source project, so over here it should be free of cost, but I have to set up the whole thing. That's the problem. Code space usage is paid by, wait, hold on, isn't it free of cost for the open source project? Where is the pricing? It's fine. Okay, we have this open. We have the client running. We got the, yeah, that's fine. We got the mail running and a node server. Okay, so first of all, well, I can close all the other tabs. I'll create a account. This will help us to set up an the LogChimp site itself. So I think this is working. Like, I have already tested this part like a bunch of time, so it should be at least a bug free. Double shift to search everywhere. Okay, now we need is, what do we need exactly? Hold on. Okay, let me create an account. So this will be so LogChimp is, like, if you're not aware of what LogChimp is a software which you can use to collect feedback from your customers for your product or a service. So for instance, let's see, I will use it for one of my own website. So my website name is Verbals. This is a website for publishing books and stories, and I will use it for this one. It's called Verbals. Name is Yashu. Address, email ID. So I will use, hold on. Okay, I will use this one. Okay, password, it's fine, anything which works. Okay, create a board. So this is a step. So it says, so a board is a place where people can post and vote on ideas for a specific topic. So topic can be anything, so there can be multiple boards, or you can skip and create one later. This is also nice, so I will skip for now. And there you go, we are in the dashboard. Pretty cool. So we also have a public view page, and we can go back at any time. What does it says? Allow access, maybe. Anyway, so this is a dashboard, pretty slick. Roadmaps, I can create a new roadmap, save it maybe, and then we have a new roadmap. I think this is a bug. We will deal with this later. First of all, I want you to merge the few of the PRs which have been open for a long time. I can also double check real quick if there are any errors. No, for now there doesn't seem to be any error, which is nice. One thing to note is that one of the users have reported an error regarding the, I think it was in the GitHub issues. Where it is, I think this one. Yeah, this is the one. So so what happened, I will just I will work on this one as well. For now, let me just merge few of these PRs real quick. I do have a milestone open. Let me cross check with the package JSON. We are on version 0 over here, like beta 0. Is it same across everywhere? I'm not sure. Yep, it is same. Actually, the problem is I haven't even released notification settings. Why? Notifications. So yeah, there are a bunch of them. Post view not showing auth user upvote. Okay, I guess I can merge this. Let me rebase it real quick. Why was this job got skipped? Okay, because of this. But I think I have made it to so that it can be failed and still check 200 files. Yeah, damn, that's awesome. So over here, like you can see, it says checked 200 files. This is great. Okay, so let me try to fix this. File content differs from format output. Let me try to run in a new terminal. So I should have installed Roam as a package. Yep, okay, so I will do Roam format right. Let's see what does it says. Settings. Huh, that's weird. It doesn't backspace. I also need, where is version control, commits, apply. Where it is. Okay, now it is launching the client. That's strange. In the CI pipeline, it was saying that there are some changes in the format. Roam CI. Let me check it locally. PNPM Roam CI. PNPM Roam format. Right. There is nothing to commit. Now I need to go to files. Which file is it talking about? Dev container, this one. Format. Okay, so just remove extra lines. Expected a property but instead found this. Does it not support comments according to Rome? Okay, so what I will do instead is I will make it bypass the ROM format, because it's not a good idea to make it blocking the other. Workflow test. Why is it doing that? GitHub workflow allow fail. And continue on together, for example. So I can use continue on fail. Oh, dang. Look at that graph. Alright, so I'll just push this to push to master branch, and that should help with the CI pipeline getting failed again and again. Code QL. Okay, now all the okay, perfect. This is working perfectly fine. Okay, now only the last test is left. I think that is also succeeded. Perfect. And now I can rebase this PR again. I will update the credentials for this later. Yeah, because it is not able to retrieve the credentials, so yeah, it's not a big issue. But I'm wondering why it is saying that. I have created a I'm not sure if I have created a release with beta 1. Have I created? No, I don't think so. This is a nice background music. Okay, one. Yeah, okay, that is also completed. Now we can merge it. What else? Even this. Yeah, we can do that. Actually, I'm not sure like if I have even released beta 1. Let me check the releases over here. Oh, okay, I did. But I must have not okay, it makes sense now. Alright, no worries. We are already on V3 in this theme or with the theme. So we can merge this as well. Oh, this is a breaking change. Let's see what okay, I will rebase this PR, but it says some of the test got broke. Rest of the PRs are like a major breaking change, so I will not do it right now. I have to review those individually. Uh, Actually, I'm also not sure about this PR. Like, uh, I'm not sure if there was some kind of an event, just like Hacktoberfest, that it could be because of that. But this fix doesn't make any sense. Like, what if there are any breaking changes? Yeah, it does look like complete and win prizes. Yeah, I mean, I really appreciate the PR. You know, thank you for the PR. But I have to still review it manually, so I'll do it later. I'm getting bunch of emails for all the from the Renovate bot. For instance, over here, it pushed a new commit, so you can see. All right, so oh, it got closed. No, wait, hold on. Now that's the good music, with the instrumental. I can take a look at the JSON web token, or does it contain a security fix, which removes the default support for non-algorithm in JWT verify method. I don't see any issue in the API test, so I can assume that it works fine. I only have a few tests only in the first place, which is not good. I need to write a really bunch of tests. Yeah. Merge incoming changes into the current branch. Okay, now I can install the latest packages. Let me check the node version first of all. 16. Okay, that should be fine. Wait, that's it. I have installed a bunch of packages, so anyway, I can revert back this change. Now let me take a look at few of the, let me release the package, because it has been a long time since I did a release, so it's a nice to do that. I'll do a global search. Okay, 1 2 3 4. This time it should be 2, I believe. All right. Hold on, we don't need that. It should be like this. Okay. Let me try to update the PM file as well. And now I should create a tag. Let me double check how I have created tags so far. I need to check in the maybe head. This is the tag I have created over here. Yeah, it's quite simple, you know, nothing fancy. I think it should be fine. Now here is the milestone. I have 3 PR opens. I can close this one now. Go to issues, maybe homepage, releases, draft new release. Okay, now formatting won't let new line, spelling error. This seems to be easy. Hey guys, there is a spelling mistake that needs to be correct, please. Okay, yeah, dashboard, yeah, okay. BAORD. Oh my god, that's a big mistake. Dash BAORD. Okay, okay, it's only at a single place, so it should be fine. B, wait, what? BOARD, dashboard, right? Looks good to me now. I can copy this. Fixed typo dashboard closes. Let me check the spelling. Dash BOARD, dashboard. Okay, awesome. Let me update the. I haven't merged anything so far, but still, let me update it. All right, I can commit and push. Element li is not allowed. Oh, okay, I see what you mean. No, but I can't help it for now. It means that it should be inside a a unordered list. It's fine, man. It's fine. Wait, what? What the hell? This is so annoying. What is happening? Okay, so the commit got pushed to GitHub, but I think that WebStorm got frozen. Or something like that. Okay, this got fixed. Oh man, this freaking mouse. Wait for review. No, where is it? Should be front end. Where is front end? Is there a label for typo? No. Okay, it's fine. Please provide a demo server for better understanding what it is and what feature LogChimp has. Well, I would love to create, but I don't want to spend the hosting fee for this one. When you click on allow sign up then save, it will not save, it stays off that toggle. Thank you. It's another bug. Let's see. Is our client running? It says something went wrong. What? The API? Is the API not running? Yep, it's running. Okay, there you go. I should also have the, where is application? Okay, I don't have because last time I logged in, just few minutes ago. Oops, not. Okay. Okay, there you go. See, now it's showing verbals, and if I go to dashboard, I also have the token and all the things. So the user said in the settings, allow signups doesn't work. It seems to be working if I toggle it off. It is working. I don't see any issue. Let me install the this freaking mouse, It's almost 3 o'clock and I'm feeling hungry. Oops. Okay, so we are over here, dashboard settings, and it should have allow settings false, which is correct. I am not sure like why is he saying that this is not working. When you click on allow sign up then save, it will not save, it will stay. Okay, you need to say when you toggle on, so it's on. If I save, let's try this. Yeah, it's working fine. How can I record a session? Voice recorder. How can I Windows screen recorder? You can edit the video in a program like Microsoft LogChimp app. Seriously, Microsoft? uh, whatever. Okay, I will just save it in the videos file for now. I'm pausing the music for a second. Because I need to watch that video. Okay, looks good. Oops, wait. What did I close? Damn it. Let me change that settings real quick. Quit. Close. Ask before closing a window with multiple tabs. Yes, please. Okay, now convert MP4 to GIF, or I can just directly I am not able to reproduce the issue. Let me upload the video. Can you try? May I know which version you are using? Which version of LogChimp? Okay, formatting won't when you create a new post, if you write it with the formatting, it will show. Okay, this one I think it should support that by default without any explicit changes to the code or to the logic itself, as far I know. Let me try that. There are no boards. Okay. Is it private? First feature. This is a feature with multi-line. Okay, if I submit. I see. Okay. Um, Let me check if I have, because I think there might be some things I have done in the controller itself that sanitize the the this text over here in the API itself. That could be one of the reasons as well. Controller. One second, I'll be back. I think the music is not working. I'm just checking it now. Why it is not working? Hello, I'm back. Is it me or the music is too loud? Okay. So regarding the multi-line feature, let me see what we can do. It should be in the post, create post. It should be over here, I believe. Even if I try to update the post, it should be quite same. Let me create a new branch. Return response server error catch block. I think WebStorm has its own universal clipboard, I think, which is quite nice. Wait, what? Okay. I can just do a global search for this. That should help. Open and find it. That should help a lot. There are just a few, most probably. And I can also, okay, I can't do that. Is there an option for error messages? Error response? Middleware API. It can be general. Server error. For now I can just drop a server error message, and this can be hold on, it should be something went wrong. And over here it should be general server error. Okay, this looks good, and I can just replace this with this. Actually, no, most of this is a controller. Why is it said validate? Verify. Okay, let me try to commit few of the files and let's see. Create server error message, or it can be add server error message in error response. Fix add send 500 server error in catch block. Okay, so over here we can just try to commit this. I will not push it to GitHub right now. We are just checking we got each and every single file. Actually, this is one of the fixes for the issue a user has reported on the GitHub as well. Oops. Okay. This is the filter cat. Okay, this is a tricky part over here. So what happened is that we will just log it over here. There are lots of APIs. There are a lot of error needs to be handled for the Express Node Express JS APIs. I think that should be all. Rest of them are uh, just simple functions with try and catch. This is a middleware. We have already handled the error over here. Let me check this one. Open this how can I open this file? Authenticate. So we got a middleware. Okay, yeah, in the try catch. Okay, user not found, and over here we need to add a 500 error. Okay, cool. Actually over here also, let me double check. So this is the logic for authenticating or checking the jaw token we have passed in the authorization header. So we are checking if the token is correct, it will verify, and if it succeed, we will continue to the next middleware, or else if there's an error, if there's a specific error, we can throw that it's an invalid token, or if it's a generic error, we can just do a 500. Seems correct to me. Okay, what else? Same is over here. There should be a middleware as well. Yeah. This is a middleware as well. This is the service auth. I don't think so it makes sense to put it over here. Let me just check request header. I will skip this one for here. I can pass it on maybe. Password reset. Over here we need to handle the error in a different way. We can't just same for here. It's a service, and over here as well it is just a utility function. Same over here, and lastly this one. Yep, this as well. Okay. Where is that? Okay, let me push this fix to GitHub. Check out to master branch. Okay, fix return server error. Response and try catch block. This should be backend, and it is specific to APIs. And most probably it should fix this issue as well. I will still test it. I just installed LogChimp on my server. The front end is working fine, but when I try to access the API setup, it runs always in a gateway timeout. How can I just see more information? What's going on? Hey, just started working on the LogChimp project myself. What exactly do you experience this? Is it during the access to DB? I found that if I try to enter the title, that's too large. Instead of gracefully failing with the, it just runs by over gateway timeout. Perhaps you could check your DB connection if you get this during the setup phase. Okay, so what I will do, yeah, this is the one of the issues which should be fixed with that PR. Successfully merge this PR, may close these issues. Yes. Okay, the API's test is running. I mean, there are not many tests in the first place, but I will still test it manually later, or maybe I should do it right now. But you know, this is the part for testing the setup of the site. 1 second. Okay, so it will be difficult to check because I have already set up the site. So, and the site setup is a one-time thing. I guess I have to just do some hacky way to test it. That'll be difficult, man. Okay, I think I will continue the stream later. It's quite late for my lunchtime. Or maybe I can just pause it. That I could do. Let me try something. Okay, looks good, I guess. I can just make it bigger.